Hey, 351 Cleveland. Hey, Dan, Buck, how y'all all doing? There we go. Yeah, Dan, I told Buck that was a good video. I told him try some grits, see what grits do. I'm doing good, Dan. How about y'all? We had it was raining here all night. It was raining this morning. It's kind of cold, but now it's warmed up. I think it's going to turn out to be a pretty Sunday afternoon. My son, and one of my daughters and their kids went to Six Flags, and they went for the day. And my buddy Aiden decided he was going to stay here with me.
Hi.
Well, I can't see you over there. Aiden,
Hi.
there's Aiden. All right, play your game. Buck, I think grits will work better than that Jiffy stuff did. Well, I kind of agree with that, Dan. I kind of like the grits straight up, but it might work. I mean, I use ground up corn cob, so I don't see why grits wouldn't work. Yeah, I figured y'all were getting it too, 351. It we didn't get a whole lot, just a steady rain, It wasn't too terribly bad. Thank goodness we didn't get no storms out of it. It was just rain. Hey, there's old Woody's trapping. How you doing, Woody? Y'all getting rain down your way? Or are y'all clear down there? Right, oh, rain and wind there. Okay. I figured y'all was getting it if I was getting it. Looked like a pretty long line of storms coming up out of Florida. Yeah, I hate that, Dan. It always teases you when you have some nice sunny days and it gets cold again. But we've been in the middle 40s every night. But we've had some days it's up to 80 degrees. I just wish you get into the 50s and stay in the 50s because the garden does better when it's in the 50s. Hey, Rob, New York Outcast, what's going on, buddy? Nah, Rob's getting rain too, man. I hate it. I mean, we need it. This was good for my garden. I won't complain because it was just a good, slow, steady rain. We didn't get any gully washers or storms out of it, so I don't mind when we get a good one that helps the garden out. Hey, there's Janet. How you doing, Janet? I appreciate you coming in. Everybody say hey to Janet. Well, we sure appreciate you being here, Janet. How's your weather? Are y'all cold right now or are y'all warmed up? Woody, you got a good garden, buddy. That was a good video the other day. That's a big old garden. I hope you got a seed planter because I couldn't plant that many rows that long. Just staying dry, Rob. Well, I'm I like the sunny days, but I mean, we need a little rain here and there. That's for sure. There's Miss Jamie. Jamie's Country Living. How you doing, Jamie? Oh, cleaning up the kitchen. I don't blame you. Mine's dirty, but I ain't cleaning it up. Wow, Dan, that's a pretty good drop. We hadn't hit the 90s yet, but we've been in the upper at like 89, 88. We hadn't hit 90 yet, but it's coming. Jamie's getting rain there too. Let me see. It looked good, Woody. That's a big old garden. I'd have to have a tractor like yours to do it. Hey, Daniel, God's my judge. How you doing, Daniel? Appreciate you coming in, brother. I know you got lots of good vegetables growing by now. Nicole hikes a lot. How you doing, Nicole? I appreciate you being in. I hope y'all are hiking somewhere really cool today. Oh, okay, Janet. Well, usually about this time of year, we get a lot of rain too. Oh, good, Woody. Yeah, a planter makes it a whole lot easier. If I had a little more land, I'd have me a planter for sure. Daniel. Yeah, Nicole's been going on some nice hikes lately. They just did a big meetup. Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry. I hadn't seen that yet. I'll watch this evening. I hate you lost her. Was she one of your hunting dogs, Jamie, or just one of your house pet dogs? Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you running links. Oh, did you, Woody? I planted about half and half. Half my stuff was seed and half of it was plants. Hey, there's Boxcar Jerry. How you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming in, Jerry. Oh, I bet you did, Nicole. It looked like it was a great trip. Okay, Jamie, I'll watch. I'll watch in a little while when we get off here. Hey, there's Irene, the field guide. How you doing, Irene? Hope y'all got pretty weather today. Mark J. Larson, what's up, brother? I appreciate you coming in. You started turkey hunting yet, Mark? Oh gosh, Jamie, that's terrible. I sure hate that for you. GDW Outdoors, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I heard it's pretty high up your way this week. Oh, Irene's getting the rain too. Yeah, like I said, we got rain about every 3 or 4 days, and I'm happy with that. Long as we have a few clear days in between. Yeah, most all my stuff's finally coming up now. It took a while with these 40-degree nights. Everything was kind of slow to come up, but it's finally popping through now. Oh, Jamie, don't. Well, I don't blame you if you do, but we all hurting with you. Hey, there's Barnaby Sanchez. How you doing, Bernie? Hope you're doing good this week and healthy. Yeah, Dan, y'all's weather is up and down over there. I just know GGW is out near my daughter. She said it's been hot as crap out there. Yeah, Jamie, it sure has the good rain has helped my garden because watering with a garden hose, just don't do like rain does. Oh, well, that's good, GGW. I knew my daughter said it's been hot where she's at. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Oh, awesome, Mark. I'll be looking for that. Hope you got you a big one. Oh, I hate that, Irene. Seems like it's got worse and worse for you each year up there. I know some years you hadn't been even finding any feathers anywhere. But I'm with you on the ticks. Ticks are bad here this year already. I've got so many ticks off me already. It's crazy. There's James 223 DMR. How you doing, James? I hope you're doing good this Sunday afternoon. Hope y'all ain't getting no more storms. Well, GGW, that's better than a humid hot. Down here, when it gets hot, we get those 90% humidity days too. I can't deal with that. That's when it gets too much for me. Ah, ah, guilty, James, guilty. That's all I can say. Yeah, you think the chat's flying for you? Try and be on this end. Oh, that's good. I could deal with some popcorn chicken. Me and Aiden just had us a bologna sandwich. Wow, Janet, y'all have been chilly at night. Like I said, mid 40s about what we've been, but we should be in the mid 50s at night, Fahrenheit. James says windy and 56. I bet we're up in the middle 70s now after this rain went through. Yeah, really, Rob. What's y'all's temps there, Rob? Jamie, you may change your mind eventually. It takes some healing up to, you know. I hadn't had a dog in so long now. Aiden's want one bad, but we're working on that.
A puppy.
Yeah, a puppy, he says.
I want it.
Jamie's in the 40s and 50s. Are y'all daytime 40s and 50s, Jamie, or at night?
I can have a puppy.
Yeah, we're working on it. 55. Well, that's chilly, but it's not terrible bad, Rob. I figured y'all might be a little cooler than that. Woody says 70 there. Woody's usually about 5 or 10 degrees warmer than me. But today, I would think we're in the 70s somewhere by now after this rain moved out. But it was chilly this morning when it was still raining. Well, Jamie, you take care of Levi. You know Levi is my favorite. Nicole's at 50 there in Indiana. Sounds like 50s is a pretty steady number across the middle United States. It won't be long, probably by end of May or middle of May, we'll probably be in the 80s and 90s by then. Okay, Jamie, well, that's not too bad then. I know your garden's doing good because you transplanted a lot of stuff. Heck, Woody, we've been around 45 at night, between 43 and 45. I don't like to get any lower than 50, but the 40s, it hadn't hurt the garden none, but it sure slowed it down, especially the stuff I planted from seed. It took about an extra 4 or 5 days for my seed to come up. There's Mock, MCK. How you doing, brother? Yep, Nicole's another Hoosier. She's there in Indiana with you. Wow, is that right, Bernie? Y'all already hit triple digits? I can handle 80s and 90s, even hundreds, as long as it's not humid. If it's a dry hot, I can handle it. What kills me is these humid days. It can be 75 degrees and humid, and it's worse than 100 degrees. Hey, there's Gizzard Gary. How you doing, Gary? I appreciate you being in, brother. Hope y'all got some good weather today. There you go. Nicole said definitely a Hoosier. Is that right, Buck? Y'all been rainy all last week too? I tell you, we had a wet week last week, and then it dried out dried out for about 4 days. Then we got rain last night, so I'm okay with that. If it'll rain once or twice a week and be pretty the rest of the time, I'm good. No, Jamie, I'm telling you, that's my kryptonite. Humidity is my kryptonite. I don't even like to go out of the house when it gets really, really humid. I can't stand it. 68. GGW's got 68 right now.
Look at my character.
All right. Y'all know Aiden.
Hi,
All right, play your game, buddy.
Sonic.
All right, sit down. Well, let me see. Is that right, Rob? I'm used to it. Like I said, it here in Georgia, we get pretty hot down here. Gary's 59 and windy today. Y'all need to warm up a little bit, Gary. Woody, that's the best thing you can do while you're waiting for it to warm up. Go fishing. Many fishes you catch out of that little lake. Thank you, Bernie. Appreciate that, buddy. You're always catching nice bass, Woody. Yeah. No, thanks, Nicole. All the rest of them went to Six Flags, and he wanted to stay home with Pawpaw.
Me?
Yeah, you. I'll be honest with you. I like it about 65 to 75. That's my perfect weather. Well, you might catch. I tell you what, you're doing pretty good in that one, Woody. I don't know if I'd go anywhere else. GGW, I just gave him we just ate a bologna sandwich and he got him some stick cheese. And they ate a big breakfast. He can't be hungry no more.
I am hungry.
He's still hungry. Well, ain't nothing new. Hey, Mark, Strapping and Outdoors. How you doing, Mark? I appreciate you being in, brother. I'm telling you, they eat like bottomless pits. You can't fill them up. I think they got a leak somewhere. And I do got 2 pieces of Judy's fudge brown or maple brownie, maple fudge left, but he ain't getting none of that. That's right, GGW. I like 75's cool with me. Oh, good, Woody. That's awesome. I guess I'm done for the year. I hadn't had anybody calling me about any right now, which is fine with me because I already saw a snake a couple of days ago. So I really don't like to get out when the snakes are out. Well, Rob, I'd be cool with that. That's not bad. I can go to 85 as long as it's not humid. That's right, Buck. I got 2 pieces left and I'm almost out now. I hadn't been sharing that with nobody. Good, Mark. I'm glad you're doing good there, buddy. Y'all been making any bread? That's right, Woody. I think they do got hollow legs. Woody says y'all got hollow legs, can't fill you up with food.
I do. I have fat legs.
Yeah.
Like a turkey.
Okay.
Someone's calling you.
Is that right, Janet? I tell you what, I think they all do when they're that age.
Someone's calling you.
I'll leave it alone. We ain't answering it. We're doing this. All right, sit back down. I'm sorry. It was so good. No, James, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. The chat was probably flying by. Post it again. I didn't see it. No, that sounds good, Jamie. Hey, quit. That sounds real good. You got that right, Woody. I could eat that stuff every day. It's rich, but I could eat it every day. I didn't see it, James. It must. I'll go back and look. I'm scared if I mess with my phone right now, I'll knock us offline. I'm using it for my hotspot. But I'll check it in a minute. All right, Dan, I got you. Oh, I bet that it. Yeah, German chocolate is awesome, Bernie. And I know Jamie makes a good one. Oh, Janet, that was some good fudge. Some super good fudge. Oh, okay, James. Yeah, I tell you what, I got to take it. I'm hopefully going to take it this week if I can get in touch with the guy and get the clutch put in it. That's something I've done a lot of work to it, but I don't want to tackle a clutch. It'll be a coyote machine once I get it going the way I want to, James. Oh, good, Mark. Let me know. Let me know how you like it, buddy. It was real good. Broke Loader 2, how you doing, brother? Yeah, I got everything's coming up. Everything's doing really, really good. I mean, it's not really big yet, but everything made it through. I even got some volunteer bush beans that I got to cull out because they're coming up everywhere. I tilled it up. I let them go to seed last year, and I didn't rake it up or nothing. And now they're coming up everywhere. I'm happy with how it's looking, Woody. Everything seems to be doing good. I even got my sweet potatoes are coming up, and I got some red potatoes that are coming up too. Oh, is that right, James? That's a big old car. Now I gotta have my manual shift. I don't I don't want an automatic transmission in a Jeep.
Come on, guys. We got
That's a good idea, Jamie. That's a good idea. I hadn't had it. They used to make us peanut butter fudge when I was in school. Man, that was the best fudge. Yeah, let me know, Mark. I hope you like it. I sure did. Matter of fact, I took Mama. I go see my mama once a week. I took her another loaf of that Parmesan bread. She likes that pretty good. I will, Jamie. There wasn't a whole lot to show yet, but by the middle of the week, it ought to be enough to do a video. I didn't want to show a bunch of little sprouts sticking up out the ground. Well, that's the problem. You got to have a couple of jacks to jack that transmission up and all that stuff. I don't really have the setup for it. I'd be out here in the dirt doing it, and I'm not going to do that. So I'll pay the guy to do the clutch. I mean, I put in most everything else on that Jeep so far, but I ain't dealing with a clutch. Janet, I got cucumbers, green beans. I got carrots, tomatoes, okra, lots of cabbage and broccoli, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, and squash. I think that's everything. James, I'm gonna leave that old straight six motor in it. It's done good all these years. I'm not going to change nothing now. What do you mean standard, Irene? Standard like a three speed? Hey, I'll sure enough watch it, Jamie. I ain't good at making stuff like that, but I might could get my daughter to make it. Yeah, that's a good one too, Mark. Well, ours is a little muddy too, Jamie. Hey, Buck, I wish you were. I'd almost pay you a plane ticket. Come down here and do it for me. Yeah, don't get me started about your neighbors, Irene. I still think that was a crock of crap. I still think you ought to be able to tase them or do something. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly, Bernie. Hey, I got what you're talking about, y'all. I'm figuring that's about what it's going to cost me, Woody. But I put the money back to get it done because I got to get that thing running so I can use it next trapping season.
You didn't make him a joke.
No, no. We used to have an old pickup. It was three on the tree, Dan. That was a good driving old truck too. Yeah, it is, Bernie. That old straight six. I tell you what, that thing's been rocking for a long time. I mean, I bought that thing new in '84, and it still runs like a top. Yeah, I got you, Irene. That's kind of what I figured you was talking about. Oh, good, Janet. Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with us. Yeah, that's pretty much what I grow every year because I can about the same things. All right, turn down a little bit. Hey, DM Foss, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. I'm sorry if I missed you the first time. I'm behind in my chat like I always am. Hey, there's Andrew, County Line Adventures. How you doing, Andrew? Y'all hang on. Let me cut this air conditioner off. Oh, the thing's too loud. Hey, there's NJ Fishing Maniac. What's up? What's going on, New Jersey? You been catching any big old cats lately? Okay, James. We'll be here.
Papa,
What, buddy?
someone in my class is named James.
Oh, really? I don't think that's the same one, though.
Well, but that's his name.
Well, good, Irene. I hope you ought to do a GoFundMe. I'll donate to it. I'd like to see them people prosecuted. We're doing good here, NJ. Everything's going pretty good. Hey, Recipes from Nature, how you doing? I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. We hope you're having a good day. Oh, Mark, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat an old Jeep. It really is. Mine's just that 4.0. I think it's a 258. But
30.8.
okay. But it's ran good the whole time I've had it. But the clutch is, the clutch is what 8.9. A 30-year-old clutch, it's about time. So Janet, we sure appreciate you coming in. I'm glad you made it in. It's always a pleasure having you in with us. You stay safe and have a great week. Oh, thank you, Recipe from Nature. I appreciate that. Is that right, Bernie? You used to see a lot of three on the trees, but you don't see them. No, you just don't see them anymore. I think the one we had was a Ford, best I remember. Yeah, I still don't understand why y'all can't wire it up, and juice it, Irene. I mean, I get New York law, but still, seem like as a deer deterrent, you'd be covered. But
Speaking of which, there's a deer in my game.
is that right, Andrew? Y'all pretty busy, buddy? I enjoyed your last video. Yeah, you trap out of your Grand Cherokee a pretty good bit, don't you, Mark? When it gets too wet to get the other truck in there. It sure is, Irene. It sure is. Hey, Shasta Valley Outdoors, how you doing, brother? Good to have you in. I know you've been busy lately. Hope y'all been doing good. Woody, I had a 80 model with a 4-cylinder in it. And it did fine as far as four-wheeling and all that. It just got where it was just a little bit slow on the expressway for me. But of course, nowadays I wouldn't be taking my Jeep on the expressway anyway. But that's a good running little Jeep. I traded that 80 mile in for that 84 and bought that. Yeah, I like old Jeeps. They ain't much for comfort, but you know what? In the woods, you can't beat them. Judy said she had a Bronco for. She still got it. She bought new long. I want to say it's a 85 or a. But she says she still got that Bronco. Oh, really, Irene? I need to check that. I think I'm up. I thought I was up to date on your videos, but I'll double check. You know, our generator at the fire station used to be. It was set up on a stand. We ran our generator on a Ford straight six motor, and I mean you couldn't beat that. It was dependable. It ran forever. Still running. Good, Shasta. That's good to hear, buddy. Oh, there's Laura Jean, hippie chick off grid Maine. How you doing, Laura Jean? Yeah, well, I know you. I know you're working pretty hard up there, Laura Jean. I hope y'all start warming up pretty soon too. Hope your garden's doing good too. Everything you sent me is coming up too, Laura Jean. I think it is. I'm not sure about the achocha yet until it starts. I can't tell if it what's what until it starts climbing. Yeah, Woody, I won't be driving mine on the freeway anymore either. Okay, Shasta. Well, I know you. Yeah, you've been working hard, then. I hope y'all don't have no fires this year. I'm sure it's inevitable, but I hope you don't have none up there. Well, that 80s models were some good Jeeps, Dan. And quit rubbing it in that you were born in 80. Yeah, it was, Andrew. That's why I said I wanted one of everything y'all showed. Oh yeah, DM. I like those new Broncos. That's what I was telling Judy. I said those are some sharp looking Broncos. They look like going back to the 70s models, 60s and 70 model Broncos. I always love that body style they had back then. And they're sharp now. I would consider buying one of those if I didn't need a truck. Oh, I agree, Woody. But that was back when I first bought it in 80. And I think the speed limit back then was only like 55. So I could handle it. When they run it up to 70 mile an hour, I couldn't get on the expressway anymore because I couldn't keep up. All right, Rob, that's cool. Eating is allowed during the live stream. I'm sure most everybody's eating on something. Oh, well, I don't know what a pot leaf looks like, Laura Jean. So I'll just have to check it, but I'll look. I thought I saw one or two that looked different than my cucumber, so I just have to see what. I'll go out there and look after the live stream. Yeah, y'all don't know. Y'all know I don't really know what a pot leaf looks like, so I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, Woody, mine would probably roll over pretty easy too. I mean, I got a little bigger tires on it than came on it, but I wouldn't do no quick turns with the old model Jeeps. They're a lot boxier than these new ones are. Oh, does she, Mark? Yeah, I like them. I really like them. Really, Rob? I think they look good. They just remind me of the old ones. I had that one I had was a Bronco too, and it was the smaller version of the Bronco. And I don't know, I already had the Jeep, so I didn't. It was kind of redundant, so I wound up selling it. But it ran good, drove good. I didn't do a lot of four wheeling in it. Yeah, I agree. Now I do like the older ones, Rob. To me, the old Broncos and the old what was that? Uh, well, the International Scouts look good, but there was one more. Oh, the old Toyotas. Now those were nice. I guess it was the old Toyotas. Yeah, Land Rovers. I always liked those, but they were about $5,000 or $6,000 more than the Jeeps when I bought mine, so I bought the Jeep. Oh, is that right, Irene? A lot of those vehicles, when they started making all the four-wheel drives, a lot of them weren't really designed real well. They probably did okay in the woods, but they weren't much if you had to do some quick turning like on the expressway or on the highway. A lot of them vehicles would roll over. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Rob. Most of them were all steel. Ah,
Hey, Papa.
Well, Dan, it probably is a lot more of a hassle to work on than an old one.
Hey, Papa.
Mm-hmm.
What's 2 times 200?
400. All right, play your game.
No, 20 times 20 equals 400.
Oh, okay. Good job. All right, DM. I got you, brother. Now I like the old ones, and I like the looks of the new ones. I hadn't looked on the inside, but I imagine they're a lot nicer than the old ones were. Oh, I was kidding, Laura Jean. I know what one looks like. I did grow up in through the 70s, so. Yeah, Mark, I like the old Land Cruisers. Those were good looking rides too. Like I said though, they were a lot more expensive than a Jeep. I think my first Jeep I paid like I want to say I paid like $8,000, $9,000 for that first Jeep, that 80 model Jeep, and then by 84 they went up to 14,000. But oh, is that right, Irene? Well, I could see where that would roll pretty easy. Mine is narrow, but it always handled pretty good. Now, on the expressway, now that was going, that's going 25, 30 mile an hour. You start getting 55 mile an hour and over, you make a quick turn in any of those four-wheel drives, and you got a chance to roll over, especially if you put bigger tires like I did. DM. That's exactly right, Dan. There's always trade-offs, man. I mean, that's like my Chevy truck. I'm always going to have a new vehicle for taking trips in. I want something that I can depend on. I've sat on the side of the road a few times and I don't dig it. But as far as around here, once I get that clutch in there, I'll be driving that Jeep as a daily driver from here on out, because I don't really get on the expressway and go anywhere anymore anyway. If I do that, I'll get in the truck and go. That's right, Irene. That's exactly right. I've always based my worth on that. Being able to work on a few things. I saw my first hummingbird last week, Jamie, and I still hadn't got my feeders out yet. Hey, Woody, I appreciate you hanging in here with us for a while, buddy. Y'all have a great week down there, and let us know if you got wound up with any beavers in that new spot. I don't blame you either. I'll be hungry by the time the live stream's over. Well, I don't have mine fixed up all that nice, Dan. Mine's more of a totalitarian vehicle. I mean, I got a little bigger tires on it, but that was just keep me from getting stuck so bad. Matter of fact, I need an exhaust pipe because mine's got a hole in it, I think. I'd like to go in there and fix it up really nice. But if I did that, then I wouldn't want to get out in the woods with it. So I'm just going to keep it pretty much stock. We'll see you, Woody. Thank you, buddy. Jerry, we had rain all night last night, and this morning it stopped about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. We're sunny and pretty out here now. It was pretty chilly this morning, but it was a good rain for the garden though. Are y'all getting it up your way? Hey, there's Georgia Boy 44. What's going on, brother? How's your garden doing so far? Oh, that sounds great, Dan. Sounds like it'd be a nice ride. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry, we've been off and on for 2 or 3 days. We had a couple of nice days of sunshine, but then right before that, we had about 3 days of rain. So it's kind of hit or miss here right now. I do too, Jamie. I got to wash my feeders out and get them all cleaned up good. I usually put them out before now, but I've been messing with the garden and ain't had time. I'll get them out maybe tomorrow though. Holy crap. I didn't even see that on the forecast, Georgia Boy. I didn't know we were going to be that windy tomorrow. I'm kind of glad ain't none of my plants up that big now then. That's blowing pretty good. I know you won't be out on the lake, that's for sure. Mark, I got green beans, cucumbers, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, broccoli, squash, cabbage, carrots, garlic, and tomatoes and peppers. I think that's all I got. Oh, I got some collards and mustard greens too. Is that right, Rob? I figured they'd start it more than that, be honest with you. Oh man, I hate that, Georgia Boy. That's the same thing that happened to me last time I planted wildflowers. They either got washed away or they got washed down in the soil so deep that none of them hardly came up. Yeah, no doubt, Irene. We've seen a lot of trees down this year already because it's been so wet. And with all these storms, we've been getting some major wind this year. I mean, lots of. I mean, we've had 40 and 50 mile an hour winds more than once or twice. It's been a lot. There's a lot of trees down around Atlanta. I've got a big pine tree out back that's been leaning for a year now. I'm just waiting for it to fall, but it'll fall out in the field, so it'll be all right. But I know it's coming. Sorry, Irene. Hey, we got to eat this year. You know what I mean? Well, I don't doubt it, Rob. There aren't any cheap vehicles anymore. None of them are cheap anymore. And I mean, a Jeep is always going to be a little higher than a Chevy or a Ford or something. Yeah, I've got some mourning doves now that hang out here pretty steady, Irene. But as a matter of fact, I don't know what they're eating because I don't have any seed out this year. But they stay here. There's four of them, two sets, and they've stayed here for a long time, at least 2 or 3 years now. Hey, there's Burnt Church. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Oh, that's okay. Go on and do your work. We just appreciate you stopping by and saying hey. Yeah, Mark, I only plant stuff that we'll eat. I don't give away a bunch of stuff unless we just got too much. But oh, good, Irene. I hope you did. I'd have me a shotgun out on the porch. I guarantee you.
Why a shotgun?
Shh, I'm just kidding, buddy. Hey, y'all know that guy hit me at the bank about a month and a half ago, and they're still waiting on a door to replace my door on my truck. The shop can't get any doors. They're just not any. There's not any doors around. Hey, Small Water Charters, how y'all doing? I appreciate you coming by. Really appreciate that. Awesome video, your last video. Awesome fishing video. Yeah, I know, Irene. You know I'm there with you in spirit anyway. I just don't want to wind up in a New York prison, so all I can do is encourage you from here. That's all you planted, Georgia boy? You must be making a lot of salsa this year. Shoot, I plan on canning a lot this year. I canned a good bit last year, but I should double what I canned last year, I would think. Because I have planted a buttload of tomatoes and potatoes this year and carrots. Oh, good, Georgia boy. Well, I'm glad y'all finally got it settled. I just can't get parts for nothing, you know. That's 6 weeks and they can't find me a door yet. We're going to Florida in beginning of June. So I guess I'll be riding to Florida with a bent up truck because yeah, Mark, that's that's just the way it is nowadays. But I'm glad y'all got that anyway. No problem, Irene. You really need to move down here to Georgia and just go visit the mountains. I bet your corn will do good, Georgia boy. I wish I had the room to plant me some corn. If I ever move away from here, I'm gonna have me a show enough garden then. I'll have me a quarter acre, a half acre, and just in corn. Oh, awesome, John. Yeah, I guess y'all could start growing them a lot earlier than us there. I didn't think of that. That's good. You can't beat some good tomatoes. I planted two. I think I planted a bigger boy and a better boy uh, plant. And then I got a bunch of those little Mega Marley cherry tomatoes because we eat a lot of them cherry tomatoes. Good. Y'all probably got plenty of time to plant another run, John. Mark, we're just going down to the Panhandle. We're just going down to Panama City. We got a friend of ours lives down there. We just go down there and fish for about a week. Good deal, John. You know, I didn't can a lot last year because about the time mine started doing good, them dang hornworms got in there and just killed them before I could do much about it. So I canned. I think I put up 2 quarts of tomatoes, and that's all I got before the plants just died on me. But I hope to can some this year. Well, you really should, Irene. Sometimes you can't hang on to the past, you know. I mean, I know you love it there and you grew up there, but good gosh, sometimes you got to let it go. I'm telling you, when my daughter graduates college this year, and she's talking about going ahead and getting her own place. And when she goes, I'm gonna start working on getting this place fixed up, and it's going on the market. I'm getting out of here and get me a little more land. One of these days, I'm gonna make that trip, John. Me and my buddy's gonna come down there and charter a trip with y'all. That will happen. I really wish I was getting to do more fishing. I haven't been yet this year. But with the garden and all, I just hadn't had time. I usually don't even get to start getting out on the water till about July. By then, it's 9,000 degrees here in Georgia. Oh, I will, John. I'm going to charter a trip with y'all. Me and my buddy are. Oh, that right, Georgia boy? I figure right now they'd be biting pretty good. Well, it's been chilly at night, though. So, there's Judy and Spirit. How you doing, Judy? I was telling them I've got 2 pieces of maple fudge left. I ain't been giving nobody none of my maple fudge. I've been eating 1 piece a week, stretching it out. And I told them about your Bronco too. I told you don't sell it. Well, Mark, me and my buddies actually looking. We've been looking around for a year now for some land down there.
Your buddy?
Yeah, I'm your buddy. But looking around for all I want to do, we want to get 2 or 3 acres where we can pour a couple pads and set our campers up so we can just go down there and stay for the summer and then come back up here in the winter. I love fishing Florida. Freshwater, saltwater, I like it all. Yeah, Irene, it's about time for me to fly. All right, that's enough. Well, we might could do that too, John. Maybe we just pull the campers over come wintertime and fish a couple of weeks, and then I could come back up here for trapping season. Yeah, I know, Georgia boy. I swear it's going to happen this year sometime. Hey, Chris from 740, how you doing, brother? I appreciate you being here. You been out shooting today, or you just taking a day off? Hey, I don't blame you, Judy. I don't blame you a bit. Usually my kids will come around sniffing around when I got sweets, but I've been hiding it from them, so they ain't. My daughter knows stay away from it, and the other ones, they're learning to stay away from it.
I know where the snack's at. So don't try to keep sniffing it.
Yeah, DM. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But, eventually you might decide to go ahead and do something. I mean, I'm old enough now, there ain't a whole lot of surprises left for me, I don't guess. Unless it's health trouble or something. But, I'd definitely like to have a place where I could go all summer. But I got to be back up here in the winter for trapping. So, but I'd be happy with that, just being able to go down for the summer. Yeah, Mark, I think it'd be nice, buddy. Oh, I know, Judy. I know. Just have to make sure you drive it in the summer when it's pretty weather. But I couldn't let go of the old Jeep. Of course, I'm sure the Bronco's in a lot better shape than the Jeep is. We've talked about that, Georgia boy. I just don't know. As far as the motor, I don't know how I'd do in that salt water. I know you rinse them out real good and flush them out, but I don't know. Ours is a metal boat too, so. That's awesome, John. We're definitely gonna figure out a trip one of these days. Oh, okay, Chris. Well, I don't blame you. You're the hardest working man on YouTube, so I don't blame you a bit. Yeah, that's right, Georgia boy. I'd be the idiot that goes down there when the rates are the highest instead of the lowest. I bet so, John. Being further down, winter's probably your busy time. Hey, DM, I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you. I couldn't handle no surprises like that anymore. I like y'all's boat, John. I like your crappy the way your crappy boat and your John boat. I like how y'all set your rods up too. Well, mine may be all right. Ours may be okay then. I always wondered about having a aluminum John boat like that and bringing it down to the salt water. Oh, I got you, John. Yeah, see, I'm more of a pontoon kind of guy. But I like the way y'all set all your crappie poles out on that pontoon rig. Of course, now, man, I love y'all's bass boat too. That bass boat jam up. But all we got's a little. I think ours is a little 16-foot metal John boat. But it's fine for around here for us, you know. Yeah, Judy, there's if you see the tags in Florida, and I moved down there when I was young. Well, I was probably 22 or 23. I moved down to Florida, and in the wintertime, that's all you see are northern tags and Ontario, Canada, and I mean every tag in Florida down there is northern states tags. But you know, a lot of people I talked to some people, they said it was more expensive for them to stay where they were at and pay the fuel oil bills and the heating bills than it was to come to Florida for the summer and just stay there in the summer. So I mean I could see the trade out. All right, Dan, don't be starting no rumors. I bet so, John. Heck, even the panhandle does that too. I mean, a lot of those folks keep, checking accounts down there because they know they're coming back every year. They just keep a running checking account down there at the bank. Hey, EDC for fun. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. Yeah, Dan, you'll know it if he is. Oh, I didn't know they could do that, John. That's pretty cool. If I buy a piece of property down there just to come for the summers, I might do the same thing. I'd love to have a house down there, but I couldn't afford to do that. But I could at least have me a place where I could come and I wouldn't have to rent a hotel or a condo every year. Yeah, Georgia boy, I'd like to take it down there one day, and fish some of the canals or the waterways. We may my my buddy said it'd be fine, so we may try that one of these days. I can't even get mine on West Point right now or Hartwell or anywhere else because I ain't got enough time to get the boat out.
Papa, watch this.
Wow, good job, buddy. Good job.
Say to him, I now know how to snap.
Yeah. Hey, brother Tim S., how you doing, buddy? I appreciate you coming on. What's going on today? Wow, that's unreal, John. That's a heck of a savings right there, ain't it? Yeah, I wish I could just buy me a house down there, but when I'm already retired. When I sell this house, I'm going to try and buy my land straight out And I'm not building anything that's gonna take me the rest of my life to pay off. Whatever I do, I'm gonna try and pay as much of it in cash as I can. Which means I'll be living in Georgia and just visiting Florida. Hey, Jerry. Nah, he's down here playing video games. You gonna say hey to Jerry?
Yeah. Hi, Jerry.
Nah, you gotta stand up and wave. Everybody, hello.
Hi, Jerry.
All right, play your game. He's playing video games.
It's called Lego. Like you can make your own.
All right. Mark, I appreciate you hanging in here for a while, buddy. And hope you have a great week. I'll look forward to your turkey hunting video. Coffee drinking, Tim. Well, I got my Coca-Cola, so I'll be here with you. Jerry says, hey, buddy. All right.
How you can hear them, I can't.
I can read what they're typing. They're not saying anything. They're typing it right there. See? All right. Yeah, Tim, he's they all the rest of the family went Six Flags. He didn't they went yesterday. He didn't want to go back today, so said he wanted to stay with Pawpaw and play his video games. I told him he could hang out here with me. He's already skinned 14 coyotes, so he looked at me like, what are you talking about?
How many minutes? Then we can go inside.
Hey, that's a heck of a deal, John. That's, huh?
How many minutes we're gonna go back inside?
We'll go back inside in about 45 minutes. Yeah, that's a heck of a deal, John. Now, see, I could swing that. Heck, everything I'm seeing now is like 250,000, 300,000, and I just, even if me and my buddy went in together and bought it together, is like I don't know, what do you call it, a corporate, or not a corporation, but if we both owned it, say like rental property, I still wouldn't want to put that much money in it. Yeah, Tim, I may have exaggerated just a hair. Man, that's awesome, John. I've seen your hog videos, y'all. I mean, y'all got it going on there. If I could find a place, I could do that. Maybe I could trap in Florida, but I'd have to check the trapping laws down there. Georgia's really liberal on trapping laws. A lot of other states are a lot tougher on you. But if I moved to Florida or something, I'd liable to just fish all the time, not even trap anymore. I might trap some blue crab or something. Exactly, Dan. I mean, even the houses around me now, this is basically little mill houses. I'd say mill houses. They're all built in the 40s or the 50s. These houses ain't a house on this street worth more than $100,000 in my opinion. Nowadays, they're selling for $280,000. I've been offered an ungodly amount of money for this house. And So when my daughter goes, I done told her, I said, when you move out, if they offer me a decent amount of money, I'm going to sell it. I don't care if I have to live in the camper for a year while I build someplace. I don't care. I mean, I'd be crazy not to, because eventually the market's going to bottom out, and I won't be able to get nothing for it. So, is that right, John? Well, I'll keep it in mind, buddy. I'd just like to stay within, a decent driving time so I can get back up here and see the kids and the grandkids. Well, Tim, I'd like to have mine gone when that happens. That way I would have some cash where I could take advantage of it. Because it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Oh, I agree, Dan, but I couldn't go until they're gone. She's in school and the kids are in school, so I really couldn't do nothing until she graduates. She graduates in May, so end of May she'll be graduated. No, it's not. She graduates in November. That sounds like my kind of place, John. That's for sure. Sounds like I'd fit right in there. Man, that sounds perfect, John. Yeah, I've read something about that, Dan. I mean, it's a powder keg right now, that's for sure. It's definitely a powder keg. And that's why I said I do not want to be mortgaged to the hilt. You know, at my age, I don't want to owe that much money ever again. Yeah, Tim, I mean, I could live like the breeze. Have camper, will travel. I don't have to have a place. I mean, eventually I'd like to have a place to stay, but I mean, I don't mind cruising around for a year or so and living out of the camper or whatever I need to do. So you're 5 hours from the Georgia line. Well, heck, John, that ain't bad at all. It takes me about five and a half hours to get to the Panhandle to Panama City. So that's not terrible. It wouldn't be that much further. I might could handle that. I thought about that. I said, if I do move down there, I'll probably just change it to Craigwall Outdoors or something. I don't know. I'll change it to something because I don't know if I'll be trapping if I did move to Florida or not. I sure won't be catching no alligators, so y'all don't be waiting for any videos on that because I ain't messing with no alligators. I'm sure I have to change it to something though. Well, Dan, if you can wait till the market crashes, that's definitely going to be the time for a buyer's market. That's for sure. Oh, okay, John. 6 hours and 45 minutes from Panama City. But see, I could go. That wouldn't be bad at all coming from down there to come see y'all. But I mean, 5 hours to the Georgia line ain't bad either. Hey James, I'd like to go down and catch me some good ones. We'll see what we do in June. I don't know if we'll do any good or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but we always have a good time anyway. We do a lot of cooking. I don't know about that one, Dan. Seeing as I ain't gonna catch no snakes either. No snakes, no gators. That'll work. There you go, Tim. That'll work. I don't know. I'll figure out something if I do move, but like I said, I may just buy me a place to spend the summers in Florida and just build me a little small place up here. If I do that, I'll keep it Georgia trapping and fishing. I don't know if I've even seen a mudfish. Unless y'all are talking about catfish. I don't know. All right. We'll figure out something, John. I'd definitely like to do a trip down there. Might be a little unstable right now, Bernie. I don't know. Seems like everybody wants to get out of Mexico right now. Yeah, it's kind of like any other place. I had a buddy of mine that moved to not Costa Rica. He moved to Colombia. He moved from here to Colombia because he said you can live like a king down there. Well, he got in with you pretty much got to have some kind of security while you're down there so you don't get taken hostage and all that stuff. He was in with this one bunch, and then the guy running the country got ousted, and all of a sudden those guys were bad guys, and it was a mess. He had to haul back to United States. I think there's some folks gonna kill him. Huh. James, I've never okay, that's what y'all are talking about, cat. Oh, bowfin. Oh, I've caught bowfin up here now. That's a nasty looking fish. I caught one in my kayak. I was barefooted and it come off the line. I thought that thing was gonna bite my toes off. Those bowfin are some nasty looking fish. I bet a 12-pounder would be a handful. Okay, James. I'm telling you, the one I caught was probably 2.5 pounds. I don't know, 2.5, 3 pounds. And that was enough fish for me.
Let me check someone's here.
What you gonna do?
I keep hearing stuff going outside.
It's just the wind blowing, buddy. If you want to sit on those steps out there, you can.
It was like bam, bam, bam.
I don't know what that was. Hey, Rockwood 64, what's going on, Phil? How you doing today, buddy? Y'all back in town? Yeah, I don't even know about visiting right now, Bernie. There's a lot of those cartels are doing a lot A lot of funky stuff over there right now. Right on, GGW. Okay, Phil. So y'all made it back from, what was that?
12, 20.
What was that? Labatry, or what is it? Bo Labatry. Here, you want Coke? Don't spill it. Sit it over there to the side.
Is it full?
Yeah, it's full. It's a new one just for you. Bayou Labatry, that's right. I knew y'all was heading down there. Boy, Georgia boy, if you're still here, that wind is really whipping it here now. I guess it's moving in already, them 40-mile-an-hour winds. It is really pumping out there right now. Hey, Anita Blue, how you doing, Anita? I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, we're still here. I'll be on about another 30 minutes. Hope you're having a great Sunday afternoon. Y'all say hey to Anita.
Hi, Nita. What did she say?
She said hello. I don't even know where that's at, Dan. Yeah, Phil, that's what Georgia boy was saying. He said we might get 30, 40-mile-an-hour wind. I hope it don't get too cold. My garden ain't going to be able to handle that. Where is that, Dan and Bernie? Is that in Mexico? Okay, southern Mexico. I'd never heard of that. Dan, are you still waiting before you can put that video out? Waiting on your forms to go through? Oh, I bet it is beautiful, Bernie. But if it's on the coast, anywhere near the coast, I bet it would be humid. Well, what's everybody cooking tonight? I think I'm gonna throw some burgers on the grill tonight.
I think they're cooking some beef and bacon.
Well, I'm gonna make me and you some burgers on the grill.
Yay! Raise your hand.
Oh, is that right, Phil? That'd be nice. Nice cruise. My sister cruises about every 2 or 3 months. They take off and go on a cruise. She said it's cheaper than driving and going on a vacation nowadays. Oh, Irene's having ribeye. Awesome, Irene. That sounds a lot better than my burgers on the grill. That's awesome. Make you a big old potato with it and some broccoli or some asparagus. That would be good. Oh, James, that bowfin ripped the crap out of my. I had a nice dowel rod. I thought it was a bass laid up on the bank, and it ripped the guts out of my dowel reel. Oh, is that right, Dan? Oh, Jerry broiled up some chicken thighs. Heck, earlier Dan was eating popcorn chicken. I cooked chicken on the grill a couple of nights ago, so I think I'm going with beef today. That sounds good, Jerry. I'm hanging here, Tim. Yeah, I like a good burger every now and then, Irene, but it's hard to beat a ribeye. It's about time for put a big old pork butt on the grill, though. I hadn't done that in 2 or 3 months. Oh, that's neat, Phil. That's real good. Oh man, that sounds awesome, Bernie. That sounds real good. Phil, we'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Uh-oh, my lights just went out. Homemade chicken and dumplings. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think we just lost power, everybody. Yeah. We were talking about the winds earlier and how the trees come down. I think we just lost power. But I'm running on battery now, so we'll hang in here for a few minutes.
I'm gonna miss some.
Yeah.
There's a squid on my face. There's a squid on my face.
That sounds good, James. That sounds real good, buddy. That's right, Irene. It hadn't had a big slab of pork in it in a while. It definitely needs that. Hey, Gary Meldrum, how you doing, buddy? I guess we didn't, Gary. We were just talking earlier about the trees coming down with these high winds we got, and it's been raining all night. So apparently either a tree fell or a limb fell and knocked the power out.
I think a tree fell.
Oh, do you? Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to swear I paid my light bill either.
I think that's the problem. Because the power went out or the light bulbs got burned out.
You think so?
Yeah. Unless my switch is not dead. Like,
Yeah, Irene, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because the power is definitely out.
unless we still have light.
Huh? The lights aren't working, buddy.
No, the sun.
Yeah, but yeah, we got the sun. That's right.
Hey guys, do you have any sun coming out?
Oh, that sounds good, Judy. That sounds a lot better than my burgers going on the grill too. Yeah, Jerry, we may be doing that. We may be sitting around the old green egg singing Kumbaya. Who's that, Tim? Did I miss something? Oh, hey, Callahan Outdoors. How you doing, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Who was Sheena, Tim? Did I miss that? Yeah, Dan had popcorn chicken for lunch, Judy. All right, James, we're on our own down here. We got a Palmetto Power Company. Yeah, I know. I know, Irene. I knew it'd be this way, but I didn't care. Yeah, I'm using my internet. I'm using my phone's a hotspot, and I got a little bit of battery life left on my computer, so it hadn't went out yet. So Jerry said he has no sun there where he's at. It's cloudy right now, Aiden. So he doesn't have any sun there.
Oh.
Tim says it's sunny and windy there.
Wow. Wait, really?
Yeah. And Irene says no sun, rainy all day.
Wow. Tell him, wow.
Dan says it's cloudy with sun breaking through every once in a while. Everybody's answering your question. Hey, BC Jervis, brother, how you doing, buddy? I just lost power, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here. I think a tree limb went through the power line.
How is your day going?
All right, sit down. I ain't going to be able to read all these. Careful.
What did they say?
Okay, Jerry.
What did they say?
They said, boy, Aiden talks a lot.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, we've had a good one so far, Jerbs. I don't know how long I'm gonna be out of power now, though. It might put a damper on my afternoon. The morning's been really good. Yeah, James, we got our own little power company here. And actually, they get out and fix the lines a lot faster than Georgia Power would. So Mark says it's sunny and windy there. Thanks, Jerry. He's a good co-host, isn't he? Jerry said you're great.
Thank you.
I guess maybe I should just let Aiden start taking over the live stream every Sunday.
Thank you saying that.
All right. I agree, Jerbs. I agree wholeheartedly. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how you doing? I appreciate you coming by. How you been today? That's okay. We're going to get off in a minute because we just lost our power, Vanessa. Yeah, Jerry, we're gonna get out the marshmallows around the fire, I guess, and cook marshmallows.
Papa,
Yeah.
I heard thunder.
You heard thunder?
I think that's why, because rain and trees.
Could be then.
It is raining. You see, hear that?
Yeah, Dan, I'm hoping not to. Usually we get our power back on pretty quick here. But I mean, I don't know. It just depends on how many trees start coming down. I hope none of them trees landed on my house. Gerbs, I appreciate you stopping by, brother. It's been a crazy live stream. A lot of stuff going on.
Let me check outside.
That's awesome, Vanessa. We may be cooking everything outside here. Bernie, I'll see you later, brother. I appreciate you hanging in here. I hope you're feeling good.
People are talking out there.
Okay.
I think those people are talking to you.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh, Judy, y'all got a lot more rain coming. Thanks a bunch, Jerbs. I hope you and Miss Kimmers are doing good, and I hope y'all's weather is good. We're I don't know. We're just going to see what happens the rest of the afternoon now, I guess. You're not working no concrete tomorrow, Vanessa? Hey, that would be sweet, Dan. That'd be the answer to everything, wouldn't it? As long as I can get all my guns out of the house if it burned down. Oh, y'all still raining. Okay, Vanessa. Well, it's beautiful here. It's just mighty windy now. But I tell y'all what, I'm almost out of juice on the old laptop, so I'm going to cut out of here. Mark, I appreciate it, buddy. And Vanessa, I wish I could have stayed on longer. We're about out of juice. So I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I appreciate all y'all being in here, though. And it was a good live. I enjoyed it today. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back next weekend.
Oh, I'm gonna miss them.
All right, you gonna tell everybody bye? Don't spill your coat.
Bye. I'm gonna miss you.
So we'll see you on the next one.
I will see you in the next one.
All right.
What did they say?
Huh? What?
What did they say?
Well, you gotta read it. It said, let's see. Jerry says, good show, Craig and Aiden. Have a great week. Irene says, take care, Craig and everyone. Hope power comes back on. Judy says, stay safe, Craig and Aiden. Wishing you all
a great day.
Yeah. All right. All right. Aiden's done reading all the comments, so we're going to split, y'all. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you on the next one.
Bye.